Oh shit. I'm sitting in the backyard and the thought came. Drinking a beer. Hello, world. The thought came was instead of being self-conscious, everybody's also self-conscious. Self, right? Me. Because if I'm self and you're self, then we're just conscious, right? As in, we work for a living, we gotta provide for a living. If you have kids, you gotta deal with your kids. If you have a husband or wife, you gotta deal with your husband and wife. And on top of that, you gotta deal with your people at work. Then you gotta come home and deal with, if you're living with, like I said, family members like me, you gotta deal with them. You go to the store, you gotta deal with people there. I go walk my dog, I gotta deal with people there. And what I'm learning is that I'm so self-conscious, but I'm not conscious. What does conscious mean? To me is that you are conscious of the next person. Because if we're all self-conscious, then you are self and I am self. So guess what? Our consciousness should be able to figure out that you're going through some things and I'm going through some things. You might be having a bad day, I might be having a bad day. So, guess what? I'm conscious that you have a bad day and I have a bad day. I'm conscious that you deal with your shit the way you deal with your shit, and I deal with my shit the way I deal with my shit. Because it's all shit, right? It's all shit if you think about it. It's all just shit. It's just piles of shit that we gotta deal with. Problems. Shit. So then, if we're so conscious as people, we should understand that some people don't want to deal with people's dramas. People don't want to deal with people's... We're not walking around this earth all perfect, right? We all have our own issues. We all have our own problems. We all have our own of everything. So then this person wants to be so self-conscious and tell you about his problems or her problems for the day and complaints of the day. So the person that's telling you their problems and their issues have the same shit that you're dealing with. So why don't we stop being self-conscious and start being more conscious as people and conscious that what we talk about, conscious of what we talk about to others, because you're not the only one that's going through problems in their life. Everybody is, not just you, not just me. It's life. It's life. So be conscious of what you are talking about. Be conscious of what you are doing in your day. Or you just self-conscious of pleasing, pleasures, comfort. That's self-conscious. Oh, how you your money, your problems, whatever. Like, you're not the only one. That's self-conscious to me anyway. But being conscious is by being conscious that nobody wants to deal with your fucking problems because they have their own. They have their own fucking problems like you do. Self-conscious, complaining, that's another thing. Me. That's all self-consciousness is, and that's all this world is people that are conscious of themselves, which is their identity, which is that their life is so hard than the next person, their struggle so hard than the next person. It's not. We're all dealing with the same shit. We all live in the same country. We're all alive in 2026 and we're all dealing with shit. And it's all up to you to decide if you want to deal with your problems the way you deal with them, or you want to just be so self-conscious that you put them on other people. And why? Maybe you want to just talk about your problems and not fix your fucking problems. You want to talk about your addictions and not fix your fucking addictions. Consciousness to me is just you becoming aware that there's humans, not just you. There's other humans that are dealing with other shit, and there's other humans that paint a picture like I do that I'm okay, and the reality is we're not okay. We just find things to make us okay, like my nature walks, my working out, and silence. That makes me okay. And by me being more conscious of that, humanity is dealing with the same shit I'm dealing with. We all need to laugh, we all need to cry. We all need to somehow get our frustrations out, which is through either sex or working out. Like, I work out. I like to go into nature and just fucking just give God or the Creator my demons that are in me, my problems that are in me. And that's just what I do. And other people like to share their demons with you, as in their complaints and their problems are much bigger than your problems and your complaints. But like I said earlier, we're all living in the same generation. We're all dealing with something. So you either deal with it in a healthy manner, a conscious manner, or you deal with it in a self-conscious manner, drinking, doing fucking whatever you do, telling other people about your problems that are so bigger than you are. Man, you gotta know your worth, you gotta know your strength, you gotta know what you want in this life. Every day I remind myself what I want in this life. I don't want complaints, I want positivity, but I need to create the positivity. I need to create the conscious actions, the conscious words, the conscious attitude, and not looking outside of myself for any of these things. That's the test of life. That's the universal law. Never look out of yourself for anything. Look within yourself. So anyway, well, not in yourself, but look within this thing that's created by the Creator. So anyway, hopefully I said something important. If I did, I didn't. I just freely expressed myself. Peace.